tonight. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being with us here for our special coverage of Winter Storm Atticus. I'm meteorologist Mike Bettis alongside our storm specialist, Carl Park. Let's get right to the severe weather. A lot of tornado threats this evening, Carl, and a lot of cities in harm's way.
Absolutely. We're talking about a really dangerous night here where a lot of ingredients are coming together. And so we've got multiple tornado warnings to tell you about. Let's get right into some of these warnings. One of those now in northeastern Arkansas in the Jonesboro area. We have seen some debris showing up on the radar with this cell. That is Craighead, Greene, and Poinsett counties under warning. A considerable threat tag along with this storm as it passes near the Jonesboro area. So the circulation Bay in 8 minutes. Needham in 13 minutes, and Lake City in 17 minutes. So, again, very dangerous storm here in northeast Arkansas at this hour. Then I want to take you up into eastern parts of Missouri. Near Rolla right now, there is a tornado warning in effect for Maries and Phelps counties. And that storm, these storms, by the way, moving really rapidly off to the northeast, 70 to 80 miles per hour. So that's going to be coming towards Highgate and Royal, as well as towards Glazer Ford and Oak Hill. Then another tornado warning to the north of that. That is for Franklin, Gasconade, and Warren counties until 7:30 p.m. And radar indicated tornado warning here. That coming towards Beaumont, as well as towards Detmold and Lyon. Another tornado warning to the north of that. That in effect for Gasconade and Montgomery counties. You see the little notch showing up there just to the east of Morrison. If that continues to be warned on, that'll come towards Herman and towards Gore as well. Then there's the new warning right there. Let's go back to that and draw that out a little longer. And so there's the new warning in effect for Warrenton and Troy. Radar indicated here. And as that moves off the northeast, that'll be coming towards Warrenton in 15 minutes, Troy in 29 minutes, and Winfield in 42 minutes. Then another tornado warning to the north. I'm going to go back to this one that's near Middletown. Audrain and Montgomery and Pike counties under warning. See that little rotation showing up there just northwest of Middletown. That's moving off towards the northeast again very rapidly.
Oh, someone got into an accident outside. Yeah, I hear cars beeping and I hear rooming.
Jump back to that very quickly, and that is in the Pittsville area. That is Pike County under warning, and we were looking at a pretty profound. There it is, velocity signature right in there. Strong rotation now showing up just to the west of Pittsfield, and that is moving off towards the northeast again very rapidly. So coming into Pittsfield in just a matter of moments here. You need to get to a safe place right now into Newburgh in 8 minutes and Griggsville in about 12 minutes or so. So a lot going on here tonight. Tornado watches in effect across much of Arkansas and Missouri into Illinois and then western Tennessee. A lot of these watch areas going until 11 o'clock tonight, and then a new watch area has just come out. That for central parts of Tennessee, including Nashville, Louisville, and central parts of Kentucky, and then also into northern parts of Mississippi. So again, as I mentioned, a lot of things coming together tonight. Really strong upper-level winds now moving across parts of the southern plains. We've got plenty of fuel for these storms, instability, as we call it. There's more than enough of that. That'll continue to be the case tonight. Very strong wind shear. Winds coming out of different directions from 0 to 5,000 feet. And these winds in blue here at 5,000 feet at 50-plus miles per hour. So a really strong low-level jet. And when we look at the evolution of this tornado threat as the modeling shows it, you notice it's going to be really high here for a lot of the mid-south Arkansas as well as into the middle Mississippi Valley there, and then moving across and east into Tennessee and into Mississippi. But the threat will be starting to come down overnight, but it's going to go for a very long time through these nighttime hours. And of course, Mike, that makes it really difficult to know exactly what is coming your way. So we need for everybody to be exceptionally vigilant in this region tonight.
A lot of people could be in harm's way while they're sleeping and be unaware. We don't want anyone to be caught unaware. Carl, thank you for that. Let's get to Memphis, Tennessee, and the bullseye for potentially damaging storms and, yes, tornadoes. Meteorologist Chris Bruin joins us live. As far as the timing goes here, Chris, this could happen well past bedtime tonight for many people.
Yeah, right now we're looking at those more individualized storms, supercells out ahead of the main squall line. The squall line, that's going to come in late tonight. We're talking after midnight or even up towards 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. So once that gets through, then we're done. but that's the line that will have all the damaging wind potential. Ahead of that are these going to be these individual storms, and those are the ones that could spawn tornadoes. We're already seeing that around Jonesboro and across northeastern Arkansas. Right now, it's quiet here in Memphis. Man, it is warm, though. It's hard to believe Christmas Eve is 2 weeks away, and we are still in the 70s. It almost feels like Florida when you step outside in the springtime. I mean, it's humid. We've got dew points up around 70 degrees. I want to show you some of the sky conditions that we had earlier today. It actually fared beautifully. We had an incredible Friday. The problem is that sunshine, those warm temperatures, we had a lot of blue sky peek out from time to time, and that really destabilized the air. In fact, we hit a record high today in Memphis of 80 degrees. 80 degrees in mid-December. Unfathomable, especially given the fact the record high was 75. There were a lot of 80-degree readings all across the Mid-South, down into Texas and Louisiana, and that heat instability is just one of the ingredients that's really going to fuel this nocturnal threat, Mike. And again, it's going to come in the form of isolated, perhaps long-lived tornadoes, and then that damaging squall line as the front pushes through. Tomorrow, a big shock to the temperature, too. Highs only in the 50s, and we'll be back below freezing tomorrow night. So we can get through the next 10 hours. We're going to be clearing things out here nicely, but we really got to have a way to get those alerts and warnings, especially before going to bed tonight.
Absolutely. A lot of dynamic weather here through the night. Chris, thank you so much for that. I want to get you to Jonesboro, Arkansas right now. Tornado warning in effect, and our storm tracker, Charles Peak, is there right now. Charles, tell us what you're seeing, what you're hearing.
Right now, the tornado warning sirens are going off here in Jonesboro. You've got some of the roads are completely water covered, so a little dangerous if you don't see that coming in. The tornado is, if it's still on the ground, has moved a little to the southeast of town, and I'm working around back that direction to try to catch back up to it.
Charles, it looks a little slow going for you right now. You know, the nighttime threats are always pretty serious. What's your strategy here? How do you plan to be safe as you track the storms tonight?
Well, in these situations with them moving 50 to 60 miles an hour, you try to get ahead of them and be in a safe place and maybe follow it just for a little bit. Then you just have to look for the next storm because there's no way you'll be able to stay with them. So it's a lot of it's just luck to be at the right place at the right time to be able to see it. I was able to get the lowering, but couldn't confirm it was touching down earlier. But we'll just keep after it like this.
Charles, you get the sense that a lot of people were aware of the severe weather threat that was coming. You know, are there a lot of people out this evening, or do you feel like it's, fairly quiet?
As I came through Jonesboro earlier, I mean, the roads were packed. I had to stop at a gas station, get some gas real quick, and I talked to the people in there, and they were unaware that there was a tornado threat for their town, and it was probably 30 minutes to the southwest of them at that time.
Not what we want to hear, but hopefully they're paying attention now. Charles, thank you so much for talking to us. Stay safe out there, my friend. Looking forward to seeing what you see tonight, but let's show you what's going to happen through the night tonight and show you the timing we're anticipating and where. So this is the area of concern. Literally extends all the way up to, say, Chicago, Gary, Indiana, Toledo, Ohio, all the way down past Shreveport, Louisiana, with a real cold front here.